So yesterday, Trump had a White House reunion with his old pal, Sean Hannity. They sat down for his first TV interview since his inauguration and was asked about his plans for the next 4 years. Watch.
People that were convicted or involved in incidents where they were violent with police, why did they get a pardon?
They were treated like the worst criminals in history. And you know what they were there for? They were protesting the vote because they knew the election was rigged. They said, sir, would you like to pardon everybody, including yourself? I said, I'm not going to pardon anybody. Joe Biden has very bad advisors. Somebody advised Joe Biden to give pardons to everybody but him. They wanted to take care of. Yeah, but Sean, they wanted to. I don't care.
They're yelling at me.
This is more important because right now the economy is going to do great. I went through 4 years of hell. I spent millions of dollars in legal fees, and I won, but I did it the hard way. It's really hard to say that they shouldn't have to go through it also. It is very hard to say that.
He so feels sorry for himself. Yeah. He doesn't leave any room for us to feel sorry for him because he feels so sorry for himself. And you know, what happened to lowering the price of eggs? What happened to that? Tell me, what were your biggest takeaways from that interview?
Well, I had a couple. First, when he said, you know, I had to spend all this money in legal fees and I won, I was like, he didn't win because he was convicted of 34 counts of 34 felonies. So you didn't win the legal case against you, and you didn't win against E. Jean Carroll either. You lost. He was found liable for sexual abuse, and so he lost that one too. Just as a reminder. But it really gave me some clarity into his thinking. You know, everybody, and we've been talking about it all week, sort of was very negative about Joe Biden and questioning why he would pardon his family. And now I wasn't,
Mostly me. And I stand
But now the fact that Trump has suggested that maybe Biden should have pardoned himself gives you everything you need to know about what his intentions were, because he's not really savvy enough to keep the quiet part inside. He says the quiet part out loud. And so I think he would have most definitely started investigating Joe Biden's entire family. And remember that the January 6th committee's investigation cost $3.3 million between April and June. So those are your taxpayer dollars that would have been wasted on just a spurious investigation.
But he said, I am your retribution. He's not, that's what he's interested in.
That gave me a lot of clarity.
I'm tired of like all the investigations. Like that word has become, I'm numb to an investigation at this point. As he speaks about the people they want to investigate, I'd like Congress to just get some stuff done. Like they are paid, and the amount of time they get on committees and they hear things, and then he just said in that interview that, he complained the whole time that the justice system was weaponized against him. So now I think they should have to feel it too. Okay, hypocrisy. Then he goes into, at one point, talking about FEMA in this interview, and he says all this stuff about how North Carolina was treated awful because North Carolina went for Donald Trump in the election. And then Sean Hannity asked him, well, what about the fires in California with Governor Newsom? Have you called him? I didn't think of it. So you're telling me that as the president of red, blue, and purple states, while the fires are still raging, politically, you are not going to speak to Governor Newsom.
No, because it's a blue state.
Right. Yeah. But everything he said, he undid in the next statement. So not that I expected more, but that was the part where it kind of got me.
Are you delusional into thinking he should make sense? He never makes any sense.
No, but I'm not. I'm going to continue.
Looking at President Donald Trump, the women in the view were not very happy about that. And that was his first interview that was one of his first interviews since he became the president. After everything, he has been appointed the president of the United States of America. They were asking him that why he set those people free from January 6th. According to him, according to the women of the view, Donald Trump has no regret about that, because he went ahead and said that the people were treated like a criminal. That's what he didn't like. So that's why he released them. But to the women in the view, those were people that they talk about the other gentleman who really wounded the security. That was a police officer. And they even teased him until he had to have heart attack. They almost killed him, but he pleaded that he has children and wife, he has a family. So no one is going to take care of his children. So they just beat him and tease him. He even had a heart attack and they had to take him to the hospital. Apart from all those, they behave like criminals. And for some reason, President Donald Trump came and released him. So the women in the views were saying that apart from everything, somebody like Anna say he's not sure that something could have happened like that. He's not sure that something could have happened like that, but according to him, all that scenario happened because President Donald Trump has no relevance. They talk about him claiming that he was going to do things, but he has come, he's not doing things. Some people like FEMA, for example, and what happened in South Carolina, he wanted to close like FEMA. But what happened in California now, he has not even called the governor. So when they ask him, he doesn't really bother about that because he has issue with that particular governor. And that particular state is not in support of them. So they were just trying to say that he doesn't care about the state, about the country that don't relate to him, that don't belongs to him, that don't go according to him. So, but this is the United States of America and he's a president for all. Why be so injustice? So they were saying that he was going to lower the egg, you lower the meat, the food prices, but he's not saying nothing about that. 56% of the United States believe that he was going to do much better than he faced them. But some of them realized that was the biggest mistake they made. He has come and is not even doing those things which he promised he was going to do. So some of them are very remorseful for what they did, according to human view. So there's no time to turn back the hands of time. They could have turned it and don't even elect him as their president. So actually, what do you really think? They say his second term he has become more popular because the whole place is President Donald Trump. We all see that he sent some people back to Colombia and the president refused for the plane to land. For Mexico, the president refused. This makes him more popular international. Everyone is knowing someone like him. Does that make him popular positively or negatively? Let me see your opinion on the comment section. What do you really think about President Donald Trump's second term of office? Thank you very much. If you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and share my video. God bless you.